Laura, the former Chief Medical Officer, Professor Brendan Murphy, appeared at the Aged Care Royal Commission today. What new has come out of that?
Well, I think what's come out of it is that we've got an escalation of the claims and counterclaims, Lee. You'll remember that the Royal Commission opened its inquiries into this particular issue on Monday, with Council assisting, making claims that the Commonwealth had no plan in place for aged care with the coronavirus. Professor Murphy tried to counter that today, but was told he couldn't make an opening statement. And it's part of a whole sort of series of scenes we're seeing across a range of inquiries where people aren't really giving straight answers to questions about who's responsible for what. Nobody seems to be saying, yes, we stuffed that up. And in the meantime, we've got this picture emerging at those same inquiries that workers in aged care are still not getting really clear instructions on what they should be doing. For example, the question of whether people should be removed to hospitals, the fact that they're not getting enough PPE, that there are instances where people are being told they can only have 2 masks per shift. And I think people really just want to know that whatever the mistakes have been in the past, that people have actually clarified what the rules of engagement are now, given that the crisis is ongoing.
Well, speaking of inquiries and trying to get answers, at another one of the inquiries, the one into the Ruby Princess cruise ship in New South Wales, the Commissioner has suggested that the federal government threatened legal action rather than allowing a departmental employee to give evidence.
That's right. The suggestion is that the federal government suggested it would try to get any attempt to have a summons responded to by a biosecurity official challenged in the High Court. This goes to the constitutional question of whether state inquiries can summon federal officials. Now, whatever the constitutional questions here, the bottom line is that the Prime Minister said that the government would cooperate with the inquiry into the Ruby Princess matter, and that's just not happening. And once again, it's one of those things where we seem to be getting dragged down into the weeds of who's responsible for things rather than getting really clear directives. And of course, we've seen across the Tasman today, the Prime Minister there, Jacinda Ardern, giving very clear, very strong responses to what's happened with just 4 people getting this disease, and it puts a really bad light on what's been happening in Australia with all this blame shifting.
Laura Tingle, thank you.
Thanks, Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.